Released on November 5th, 2025, Dog Witch is a roguelike deck builder developed by Heckmouse and published by Mystic Forge. This is a non-sponsored review of a game that blends the mechanics of deck building and dice rolling. You roll die to enable various spells and actions. It's a classic roguelike where you play runs, face enemies and bosses, and if you die, you start all over again. Collect over 150 items and find synergies between them to create effective builds during a run. It's available through Steam on the PC. The tone is quirky, fun, a little bit whimsical, and is described as easy to pick up but hard to master. Alright, let's get into it. Customize them? Oh my goodness. Boof. I can make him tiny! Oh my god, I can make him big. I want a tiny chonk. Oh, he can be chonky. And then, oh, I can make him yappy. A little yappy dog. We can change his coat. Ooh, that's fun. There's different types of dog breeds. I like this one or this one. I think I'm gonna go with this one because it reminds me of my dog. I wish I could make the ears pointy too. We can change the eyes. I love how much customization there is already. We can have heterochromia. Cute. I think I want to go with like a little... Yeah, let's go with the lazy eyes. And then his nose, you can give him a little pink nose or brown nose. We'll stick with the black nose and we'll do the traditional dog triangle. And then, oh, I can give him a little tail. Of course I have to give him a little tail. I don't know if you can hear my dog tip-tapping around. Oh, I also want to change the name of the dog. There we go. Here's the seed if you wanted to play the same one, and let's go. Haha, you think you can beat me? Bad dog. So there's a couple mechanics going on right off the bat. We have the health here, and then the enemy with how much damage or his action up here. So right now he's gonna do 3 damage to me. We have the enemy's health below, and then also this here, which is resist. So if I use like a stun or something, it will do a 1 in 3 chance, in this instance, to actually hit. Up here we have wand charge and then mana, which I'll show you in a little bit when we get related cards. And then to get my actions for the turn, I roll the dice. So now if I want to use one of these dice, I would drag it, and I can click it for info. So we have all of these things up here that allow me to make a move during my turn. If I played a mana card, I could save up mana and use this spell, which deals 2 damage to a random enemy twice. If I did this curse, which is pocket watch, I have a chance to stun the target enemy, but again, that's against the 1 in 3 chance based on the enemy's stats. This wand deals damage based on the wand charge. I don't have a book in my inventory, but I could use a book to change that wand charge. So right now, if I were to use this wand, I would only do 1 damage. There is a bone, which is a straight shield, and then a summon character. In this case, it's a gremlin, and that will summon a 1 damage, 1 heart gremlin, and they can be summoned either to the left or to the right of my character. So here I'm going to start by using a bone because I want to try to minimize the damage that's being done to me. I can also re-roll twice up here to get new cards if this hand isn't what I want it to be. So I think I will summon a gremlin. There's a chance that he attacks this gremlin instead of me, so if I can take that damage away from my character, that would be great. But I would love to have another shield here just to make sure that if I do get attacked, I don't take any damage whatsoever. There is a boss battle over here, and if you are to beat the boss, you'll heal, but your health carries through every encounter, so each time you take damage, you're more likely to lose. Later on, there are some abilities that can allow you to heal, but just as the basic setup, I don't have that in my toolkit right now. There's also rings, bracelets, and necklaces that can add on to your build and modify your cards, but we'll see those when we unlock them. I might want to summon another gremlin. I can have 2 summons on the field at any time, and then I'm going to re-roll 1 more time. There is no bone, but I can play another gremlin to strengthen one of these guys. So now he's got 2 health and 2 attack, and then I might as well use this book to charge my wand because there's nothing else for me to do this turn. So he did attack me and I took 1 damage. That's okay. He's going to do 3 damage to all characters, which really sucks. So let's try to lethal him this round. I do have a couple of these stopwatches, so I could try to stun him, but I think I want to go for the kill. My gremlins are going to do 3 damage, so I only need to do 4. I'm a little worried about the magic arrow, although this would be really good for damage. I would have to make sure I get another mana crystal and then also another card to play. You know what? Let's just go through it for it. The other option is to charge my wand, but I'll only ever do 3 damage with 1 wand, so I would also need to get a bunch of wands. So let's try the mana crystals. Here's another one. Nice! It gave me a bunch of arrows, actually, so we beat that encounter. And then after every encounter, you get an upgrade to one of your items. So here we have the Art of War, which is a book replacement. So it still charges your wand, but if your wand is fully charged, you can spend all of your wand charge and cast a surprise. A surprise, the target enemy becomes marked and your friends will attack it. A marked creature will always be targeted by its enemies. So basically, my summons will target one character. I can get a stronger summon character, which has 2 health and then gains 1 strength after attacking. Or I could gain a spiked necklace where when an enemy deals damage to me, they also take 4 damage. This one's pretty good, but I would love to not take damage if I don't have to. So let's take the little beasties because I think it's a straight upgrade and I think I would like to build towards the summons. And then off to the next battle. 2 enemies, 11 and 7 health, and then they both have a 3 resist. This means the creature is going to specifically attack me, and then this little arrow up means that they will increase in strength after attacking. Lots of books here, but I don't think I can get lethal. Maybe I could try to kill this guy. I would have to roll pretty well for that, so I'm not going to waste all of these books and wands until I can upgrade that. So maybe I just try to do a stun. 1 in 3 chance I got lucky, so now we don't have to worry about him getting stronger, and I just have to worry about this little guy. I'm always going to try to add a summon. I would love to see bones here so I don't take any damage, but I'm not going to get any. So I'm just going to play those books and then hit him with my wand. So I am going to take 2 damage, but it's okay. Hopefully I can get a healing item in the future, and then I can negate all of that. He's only got 3 health, so I would love to see if I could take him out in one go. Maybe we play 2 mana crystals. I think I have to use this bone just because of this guy. He might hit me, but I can use these arrows to hopefully kill. Oh my goodness. Okay, nice. So that's the yellow guy gone, and we just have to deal with this green guy. 5 health, I'm not too worried. If we can get some damage items. This is a guaranteed stun here, because if I am to fail, the resist goes down, so we're just gonna take that. Maybe we can do some damage. That'll be 2 damage, and then I can summon another little guy or make this guy stronger. And okay, I guess I'll use a bone. I don't really need to, but there's no point in not using a bone. And we get another upgrade. This is a wand. I could use a dead snake, which is a 1/2/3 charge, and it also inflicts poison, which poison creatures will take damage at the end of their turn. The poison fades each turn. I could get a silver ring, where at the start of the combat, I gain force, or I could get a gold scorpion, which is a curse item replacement, which is a chance to stun and apply 2 poison to the target enemy. And I like this one a lot because it'd be free poison, and it still is a chance to stun. These enemies are so freaking cute. They're like little mad Doritos. I love them. So both of the outside triangles are going to deal 1 damage to all enemies, and then this middle guy will increase his strength. We can start by summoning this guy. What is his name? A little beastie. I think I'll use a bone just so that I don't take any damage this turn. Maybe we can try to stun him so he doesn't get any stronger. I missed, but that's okay. Well, oh. Yeah, that works. I was gonna say I want another little beastie, but if he did 2 damage to all, then this guy and the other guy would die, but they combined into 1 and that works for me. What do I want? I think that using a mana here, or a mana, I don't know, I'm probably gonna use those words interchangeably. Using a mana here will be good because I might be able to use it next turn and do a lot of damage. I could also reroll to try to get a stun, but I don't want to reroll into something useless, like another bone. So this guy's gonna do 2 damage, these guys are gonna get stronger, so I need to kill them quick. There's a chance that I could scorpion this guy. Nice, he's stunned, so now I just need to do some damage. Let's play a mana and then another little beastie and see if we can't hurt these guys. I don't need a bone this round. I could stun, but I would love to do damage and get anything, so let's use this one charge. It's important to note that when you use your spell, if the turn ends, you can't use those mana crystals anymore. So I was really hoping that I would get more of those spell dice so that I could do a bunch of damage, but it didn't really pay out. Looks like we're gonna be playing really strongly with our summons here. I'm a little worried because I can't really get this guy to stick around with the cards I have, but if I put 2 little beasties on this one, I can get him up to 4 HP. He'd still die though. Let's start by adding some bones, and then maybe I could... I think I'm gonna just reroll and try to maybe stun. Ooh, that's a bad miss. I'm committing to my little beasties dying, so let's charge our wand and then do a little bit of damage. Ugh, I wish he would have hit this guy because then he would have saved 2 damage. But it is what it is. I'm gonna try to kill him and then maybe him next. Can't charge my wand, it's fully charged. Can I stun you? No. There's no real point in summoning little beasties anymore because they're not gonna survive. So let's try to get those wands and be able to focus these guys. Maybe we can actually stun him now. Nice, okay. He's got some poison on him, so maybe I hit this guy here and then I get a bone, which is not very useful, but I'll play it anyway. Maybe I should have focused this guy, but I'm worried about him attacking this turn, which is why I wanted to attack him. So hopefully I can take him out this turn, give me more wands. Nice, and now all I have to do is deal with this guy. And I got a lucky stun, so let's play a mana crystal and see what we get. Can't use the book, my wand charges are already full. 3 damage to all, but I'm going to kill you before you can do that. Nice. That was a perfect encounter. Another upgrade, so we can have a bag of tricks, which replaces my spell. For 2 mana, I can cast a random spell. I can get a power bracelet, which my wand doesn't lose charge when you take damage, or I can get a steel bone. I gain 2 shield, and then if I use 3 in a turn, it makes my shield last for an extra turn. I kind of like power bracelet here. I don't love random spells because it might screw me over, especially where I don't know all of the spells that are available. So let's do just the power bracelet, and then once I charge my wand, it's fully charged, so I can start really early and get that damage built up quickly. Hopefully I'll be able to synergize that with my wand as well. If I to get a stronger wand, then that wand charge item is going to be super useful. Bunch of bones. These guys have only 1 health. They don't have any resistance, so if I use Scorpion on them, they won't attack. So I'll take these 2. I'd prefer to kill them, but I'll take the Scorpion just because I don't want to take that damage, and then it's also poison, so they will eventually die. I could use a wand and a Scorpion here, and then I have a bone to reroll. The main character is going to do something special, so I don't know what he's gonna do next turn. I guess I can use a wand to attack the main guy. Hopefully I can get those charges soon. Alright, he summoned more bats. No worries, we can take care of that. He's also gonna do 1 times 3 damage to me, so he's gonna attack me 3 times for 1 damage. I have a bunch of little beasties, which would be good for diverting some attention, but I can't trust that the little beasties will attack the little bats, so maybe we just summon 2 of these guys. I stun one of the bats, and I reroll here. I don't want to use mana crystals because that would end my turn, and there's still a lot of damage on the board, so let's do reroll one more time. Maybe I should have played that bone earlier, but I'll just play what I have for now and hope that they don't focus me too hard. Okay, 2 damage, no big deal. I'm totally fine with that. I think he's gonna summon some more characters. I really need to kill this bat because he's gonna do a lot of damage. So let's take this wand charge straight up and just take him out. I think the beasties is a good idea because they can just compound on their strength. Yeah, because every time they attack, they get more strength. So that's good to keep those guys alive. I don't need any bones, and I don't really care about stunning him this time. Love to get more wand charges. Fine with getting more beasties. 2 wands. Okay, I won't say no to the 2 damage. But I'm not getting any spell books. Alright. Here's a spell book. Just trying to see what I want to do here. I could use the mana crystal, and I think I will, because if I can get more mana crystals, then I can damage multiple guys at one time. And I'm not going to use the book right now because I would rather re-roll it. I just need to do 1 damage to this bat to kill it, so I'm just going to use that while I have it. And I'll do another one. Didn't get my mana crystals this time, but that's okay. I took out most of the bats, and then I'm just gonna make this guy... No, I'm gonna make this guy a little bit stronger, because if he gets hit, he's gonna die no matter what. Maybe I should have, because I don't know. I couldn't predict that he was gonna kill the bat or attack the bat, so maybe I could have made him survive because he only took 1 damage, but whatever. Wand charges aren't super strong right now. I'm not taking any damage, so we re-roll those. Make him stronger, summon another beastie. Now we can charge the wand. And another wand charge, and why not? That was a big hit. I wonder if I kill this guy, do all of the bats die immediately? He's only got 4 health, which is really easy for me to do. Okay, no, I still have to kill the bats. So let's use these wand charges, and then, sure, a scorpion. And that's that. I healed because that was the boss, and now I get a corrupted item. So on my already existing upgrades, I can corrupt them or make them a little bit stronger. So the gold scorpion is a chance to stun and apply 4 poison to the target enemy, which is huge. The little beastie corruption is gain +1 strength and +1 max HP after attacking, so he's got that extra HP happening. And then the power bracelet is when you take damage, you charge your wand. This one I find is not as strong. I really like the idea of applying 4 poison, because that's not just 4 poison, it's also 3 poison, 2 poison, 1 poison. So overall, that's a lot. When you do take a corrupted item, you do take a little bit of damage though. So keep that in mind when you're playing and going into the next level. So I just got poison there for 2, and we have this big snake with 5 resistance and 20 health, and we have 2 eggs with an unknown resistance and 5 health. The snake is going to do 2 damage to everyone. So these little beasties aren't actually going to survive here, so I probably won't play any of them. But maybe I can try using a scorpion here. I know his resist is really high. Okay, it doesn't apply the poison if the curse doesn't hit, so that's really good to know. I'm going to use a bone here just so that I negate all damage, and then maybe reroll into charges and mana to get ready for next turn, and I might as well use this scorpion to reduce his resist or get a stun chance. Oh, it's stunned. That's great. That'll do a lot of damage over time. And it looks like those eggs are hatching. He's going to inflict 2 poison to me next round, so maybe I can start doing some damage. I'm actually going to try to hit an egg and kill it before it hatches, because I'd rather not deal with that. I'll place mana so I can use it for next round and see what I can roll. I don't want to use this turn, because if I use it, I won't get the opportunity to use that spell on the next turn. I'll waste my mana, so I'm just going to reroll. And again, I'm just going to skip it. I could do 2 damage, but I'm hoping to do a little bit more next turn when I use that spell. So the egg hatched, and it was a little snake with 8 health. Let's see if I can't... Oh, he doesn't have any resist, so I can just stun him right now. And then maybe we can do a bunch of damage with this spell. Nice that it hit the same target there. Maybe another one? Okay, it hit the... it hit the baby snake. I'm not gonna risk it. I don't want to take any extra damage, so I'm gonna take this bone and hope for another spell. I got another bone, whatever. There goes that baby snake, and now I just need to do like 6 or 7 damage to this last guy. Looks like he's attacking me directly, but I still don't think the little beasties are the play here. Maybe I can try 1 or 2 stuns. I don't want to take too many risks, so I'm just going to reroll this last one. I can do 3 damage here. I was hoping to see a bone, but that's fine. We'll take 2 damage. And he is going to be dead this turn. Might have misplayed that a little bit, but it's okay. Would love to get a healing item. I'm a little bit low and it's only going to get worse. So I can upgrade my spell into mana daggers, which deals 2 damage to all enemies. I could do a bone upgrade to magic bone, which in addition to 2 shield, if I use 3 in a turn, I can cast a random spell for free. Or I can upgrade my book to a romance novel. Charges my wand, but also if the wand is fully charged, I can spend all the wand charge to cast Love Trance. This heals the target enemy for 7 HP and then stuns it. I don't love the idea of healing the enemy, so we're not going to do that. So we can either do 2 damage to all enemies or randomly cast a spell. I think Magic Bone here is the best because Mana Daggers makes me do less damage unless there's a bunch of characters. And I don't want to heal the enemy, so Magic Bone it is. It's really hard to cast 3 bones in 1 turn, but there is a use case for it where I have to block a lot of damage, like this. So maybe I can try to use 3 bones. I did not get 3 bones. I am going to charge my wand and hope that that lands. Looks like I'm going to take a lot of damage this turn. Ouch. Alright, 3 damage. I can definitely defend that. If I get another bone, I won't say no to using it, but let's summon these beasties so that I can take some heat off myself and reroll. His resistance is so high, I really don't want to use a scorpion, so we'll just make the beastie a little bit stronger. He hit me and I blocked it with my shield, so let's see again. I have a bunch of wand charges, but his health is so high that I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that much damage. So let's try to hit him with... You know what? I'm just going to reroll to try to get bones. No bones. No bones at all. Oof. If he hits me, I'm dead. Please hit the beasties. Yes! Okay. I live another round. 3 HP, we can block that. Definitely summon some more beasties because I need them to take the heat for me. Maybe we can do a lot of damage next round, so I'll use the mana crystals. And sure, why not? Just in case I get hit, 2 shield is good. And he did hit me, so I'm glad I played that bone. And hopefully I can deal 11 damage here. That should be 4. Show me another one. Okay. He's got 3, so I can just hit him with the wand charge and he's done. I really need a heal. At the start of combat, charge your wand with the power ring. Bone necklace. At the start of your turn, conjure a bone. You get 1 less reroll. A defense bone, I guess. And then I could also get Honey Dipper as a wand replacement, which inflicts bees. And bees inflict a creature and they take 2 damage at the end of the turn if they have bees on them. Let's do bees because I do have some synergy with the bracelet. Maybe I can start using my wand a little bit more. I am really low for health, so I need to make sure I don't get hit senselessly, and that's a lot of damage. Okay. So we're gonna place a little beastie to try to take some heat off my dog. Don't think this resistance is low enough to take a 1 in 5 chance, so I'm not gonna play any of this items here. We'll play another little beastie and then a bone. So if they do hit me, I don't die. Okay, we'll try to, but it didn't work, and I guess we'll just give you bees. Please don't hit me. Okay, they did take out my little beasties. Another 4 damage. We'll place a beastie, a bone, and I'm looking to charge my wand. I don't want to use my wand without charging it because it's not really strong. And I'm really hoping that I can stun this guy. That way I don't take as much damage and I can start building up some of my board. 2 damage, that's not too bad. Let's see if I can stun him. It missed! Okay, well, get stunned. And then maybe play a little beastie and then use some stuns here. Oh, nice. And then a mana crystal for a reward. I think they have a fuse that's going down. Oh my god. I kind of need to kill them this round. I don't think I kill this bomb guy. Let's charge my wand, just in case I roll them. I don't think that's enough damage. Okay, that's... After the creature's turn, that's not enough. Oh, I think I lose here. I could have tried to stun him, but a 1 in 5 chance is not good. Anyway, that's Dog Witch. Make sure to check it out on Steam if you liked it. And let's talk about what I thought about it. I think Dog Witch has good depth for a deck builder and a strong item or combination variety. Because it does have some randomness from the dice roll and the random items, there's definitely a degree of luck involved, and that can be frustrating for some players. Part of me really likes the simple polygonal style of the design, but then I also wish they did a little bit more to add some depth into the levels. I really like the character creation element, and I wish we could unlock new items to decorate our Dog Witch. I would also love to see a little bit more of a narrative around the story, like why is the dog a witch? What are they trying to do? Why are we fighting all of these rando enemies in the middle of nowhere? If you enjoy similar games like Slay the Spire or Dicey Dungeons, then Dog Witch will probably be appealing to you. It's not an entire reinvention of the genre, but it does give a solid and charming experience with enough content to keep you coming back. If you don't mind a little bit of RNG and you like the strategic and replayable elements of this game, make sure to check out Dog Witch.